All right. So before I start this video, I want to say, if you haven't watched my previous video on mastering prompt creation, and the second video over that, humanizing your prompt, go ahead and watch those first because the success of this video is contingent upon those videos in order for you to build a functioning, amazing demo for your client. So first thing I'll say, a demo is one of the most important things you can do when you're advertising your AI voice agent. The reason for this is what they see is going to determine whether they want to buy, obviously. And I like to say this, you want to let the product sell itself. So the demo's amazing. There's no need to try and convince them. The rest is just details. They already want it. You just have to show them how they can get it and if it will work for them. So main thing when it comes to demos, I'll show you a few settings I use to boost your chances of wowing them when you're doing a demo. And then I'll also tell you what to avoid and what to do as well in general. So when it comes to demos, you need to remember that you're doing what we call vaporware. You're not actually building out the software. If you were, that would not be a demo. So if you're doing some kind of automation with Make.com to schedule appointments, you don't want to actually, in general, build that entire thing out because that's going to be a waste of time on your part. You don't even know if they're going to buy. And so instead, what you want to do is simulate all of that. So when it comes to demos, you need to use very specific prompts. Say, when booking appointments, let's say, simulate the appointment booking process, but do not let them know it's a simulation. So prompt like that, and then you would obviously go through, and in this case we're not doing a appointment booking agent, but it doesn't matter. You want this agent to know that it is a simulation, but not to reveal it so that it will perform the best way it can. It's not going to actually try and go book an appointment and an error and embarrass you. So that's the first thing I'll say. The second thing I'll say is you want to up the wow factor. And the way we do this is by using this secret little setting. Some of you may not know about it, although it is becoming more popular. It's called high priority. When you hit a high priority, watch, as soon as I do this, it's going to go up from 12 cents a minute to 17 there. But what it does is it gives you dedicated latency. It reduces the latency when there's lots of concurrent users on Retail AI. That way, when you show the client the demo, you're less likely to encounter long latencies, which is embarrassing, and that's happened to me in the past. Second thing is, never let the client demo the agent themselves. Hot take. Always do the demo. Hold the phone, put it on a phone. Don't do a web-based demo. Do a phone, grab it, and say, here, check this out. Call their business, do the demo, talk to it like they would, but make sure that you're the one talking to it. That way you stay in control. You know the limitations because you created the agent. And if you do that, you're more likely to close the agent. You have no idea what they might ask if you give it to them. And if they say something stupid, say, go speak Chinese, although retail can do that if configured properly, it may mess up and that's embarrassing for you. So nothing good ever happens by handing it over to the person from what I've seen. All right, third thing is make sure your settings are good. Use good background settings. So if they're a coffee shop or if they're maybe even like a flower shop, in this case, I would use coffee shop. Add a nice background noise. Most people, when they listen to my demos, they walk away going, oh, wow, that sounded really real. That's a wow factor. And the more you have of it, the more likely they are to remember what you've done. So add the coffee shop. And then, like I said, in the humanize, you can see the other things I've done to up the wow factor. The last thing I'll say is if you really want to knock their socks off, sometimes you have to do this. And only do this if you're comfortable delivering a product that can actually do this. But say you are fluent in all languages to the AI. I spelled that wrong, embarrassing. Languages. All major languages. Let's just say that. And so now if I go multilingual and I do the demo, that's even more impressive. So if I go like this, if you just want to wow them.
Flower shop, this is Petal. How can I help you today?
Hey, can you speak Spanish?
Hola. Sí, claro que sí, puedo hablar español. ¿En qué puedo ayudarte hoy?
¿Me puedes ayudar con unas flores? Necesito uno para mi esposa.
Por supuesto. Déjame ver.
So you get the point. It can speak in multiple languages. Just make sure you have the right voice. Sometimes if you don't have a good voice here that can handle multiple languages, the accent isn't going to sound really impressive. All right, that's all I'll say. Thank you for watching.